Positive news today on the effort to save the vaquita. The small porpoise is the world's most endangered marine mammal. They live a couple hours south of San Diego in the Sea of Cortez, but illegal fishing fueled by trafficking is causing them to go extinct. My co-anchor Kimberly Hunt is live near the Embarcadero with the update. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Wale. Groups involved in trying to save the vaquita call the latest data encouraging and say there are clear signs that efforts started last year are making progress. And this is something I've been reporting on for about 8 years now. Fishermen in the Sea of Cortez are using illegal gill nets to capture a fish called the totuaba. The totuaba's swim bladder is considered a delicacy in China. It can sell for thousands of dollars. Those gill nets capture and drown other mammals, such as the elusive porpoise called the vaquita. It has led to a population plunge. And behind the fishermen is an elaborate network involving Chinese traffickers. We're going to talk more about that in a moment. But first, here is a look at the results of the 17-day search to see how many vaquitas are left. In the only area on Earth they are still found, the upper Gulf of Mexico in the Sea of Cortez. Well, a global team of marine scientists conducted the survey, as well as the conservation group Sea Shepherd and a Mexican commission with the support from the Mexican Navy. It lasted from May 10th to the 26th. They used 2 ships, the Sea Shepherd Seahorse, which was used to visually spot the vaquitas, and the Mexican Navy ship, which photographed them. The group found there are still about 10 to 13 vaquitas left, meaning miraculously there wasn't a population decline. They also found at least 1 calf during the search, and calves are key to the future of the vaquitas. The president of Sea Shepherd touched on the progress made.
For a species that has been on the absolute brink of extinction since 2018, hovering around a minimum of 10 individuals, there is finally an asylum. This is a time to rejoice, but not to rest. The vaquitas in the emergency room have been given a chance. We've stopped the bleeding, but to recover, vaquitas need more.
Last year, concrete blocks with hooks were put around the perimeter of what is considered the zero tolerance area. That area, referred to as the ZTA, is part of the vaquita refuge. The blocks were put in to snare gill nets and keep them from killing the last few vaquita. After the findings were released, we got a chance to speak to the chief scientist of Sea Shepherd. And she believes expanding the location of the concrete blocks to areas outside the ZTA is paramount to keeping them alive. The 1 or 2 calves giving hope to the species were found right outside the blocked off area.
I think it was a huge success. And I think it also gave us a lot of courage to keep working. And, I think this cooperation between government, scientists, and NGOs is huge. It's an example for the rest of the world. So I think this is just encouraging news.
Sea Shepherd found all vaquitas sighted appeared to be healthy, and this study is shining light on their ability to survive against all odds. The senior Mexico representative at the Center for Biological Diversity celebrated this news, but says Mexico needs to make sure it holds up its end of the bargain. He released a statement saying, in part, even in a gill net-free habitat, it will take about 50 years for the population to return to where it was 15 years ago. Vaquitas face an enormous risk of extinction because of the deadly gill nets in their habitat and the lack of enforcement by the Mexican government. Mexico has previously promised to help in this effort. And the controversy surrounding vaquitas has been brought to the attention of the U.S. government. In a letter to Congress last month, U.S. Interior Secretary Deb Haaland claimed Mexico has failed to stop the illegal wildlife trade threatening vaquitas. That declaration opens the path for a possible trade embargo, although her letter didn't specifically mention it. It comes after the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species sanctioned Mexico, claiming it failed to regulate the illegal fishing and wildlife trade. And for its part, Mexico has said that it's committed to protecting the vaquita. According to her letter, President Biden will have 60 days to notify Congress of any action that he plans to take related to Holland's statement. The action the president could take is through the use of embargoes on Mexico's seafood and other items until Mexico better enforces its own laws on illegal fishing. We reached out to Holland's office for further details or an interview, and she was not able to provide that. The effort to bring traffickers to justice is a collaboration between nonprofits and U.S. authorities. Last month, federal prosecutors in San Diego charged 3 people with crimes, including the importation and sale of swim bladders from the Totoaba. One of the men arrested is a Chinese citizen living in Chula Vista. The nonprofit Earth League International played a major role in those arrests by providing information to authorities. The group that told us about those arrests are causing other traffickers now to slow down or stop their activity related to this issue. And as I mentioned, I have been reporting on this for years. Last year, we got a closer look at what Sea Shepherd has to go through when they're trying to patrol the Sea of Cortez. Their ship was violently attacked by poachers, angry that their illegal fishing was being disrupted. They told us about times where boats aggressively chased their vessel and threw rocks, lead weights, and Molotov cocktails. The Sea Shepherd is able to carry out anti-piracy procedures to evade the boats until the Mexican Navy can step in. And these are just some of the dangers that these people face as they try to protect the vaquita. That will do it for us, but we are continuing to follow the new developments in this story, and we like the fact there is some hope for this species. Down to 10 or 13, but the same number from 2021, some hope. Back to you, Wale.
And I know you will keep on top of that. Hopefully that hope lasts long.